Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mickey Manwari.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The kicker here is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now a former kicker at nearby UCLA, Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Walker now in first and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. His throw caught. What about the foul? And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
17-0 our score after one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
He'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rams, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king with his rep thing, these siblings. Nothing for my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Credit pulling up and no more trucks.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll look to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete.
physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Going for the sack by big Jalen Carter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
At the Rams' 19-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
But What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 1.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right back to Ferguson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
to kick off for the Rams.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those memories that's happening now, like overseas. You feel alive. Like
after an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and 3. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Second down and inches. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The end result, 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
It's the score, Seahawks 31, Rams 3.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
And this taken in by Downs.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Walker with another carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 33. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That complete to Downs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
On the Seahawks 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Downs, 39 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Running left is Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Battle partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And going right back to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.